Being inducted into the South Dakota Co-op Hall of Fame is truly an honor for me. I became involved with the South Dakota Co-op Association in 1992 upon taking a job in Omaha with CoBank. As I look at the past inductees for this Hall of Fame, I'm humbled, as many of them I personally know and many of them I worked with in support of cooperatives. Again, I want to thank the South Dakota Association for Co-ops for having this award and also this banquet. The selection committee I would like to thank, as they selected me as one of the inductees for this year. I need to also thank my wife, Therese. She allowed me to spend and devote the amount of time that I could with cooperatives, and she pretty much held down the home front as I traveled. Well, come to think of it, I think she still holds down the home front, but it's just me. Again, I'm honored to receive this award, and thank you. Oh, I better not forget to thank CoBank. CoBank allowed me to do a job that I truly loved, working with cooperatives and ag producers in my home state of South Dakota.
We're here to accept Bryan Roth's award for induction into the Co-op Hall of Fame. We're disappointed Bryan couldn't be here today, but this is a very deserving award for a truly wonderful man and a co-op member.
I'm pleased to represent the Triatel Communications Board as the board chairman. I have been with Bryan on this board, serving on this board for 9 years, and there is a man that is no more deserving of this award than him.
Bryan has been the type of guy that has led by example. I don't know of a more honest and gentleman full of integrity. He's the best judge of character I've ever met. If he liked you, you're worth liking.
That is very true. He was a company man. He was always thinking about what was best for the company when he was working for Triatel, and we missed him a lot when he stepped down from his position. He taught me a lot personally, and I learned a lot under him.
Bryan was the kind of guy that people just gravitated towards. He was just a likable guy, and I really don't know anybody that had anything bad to say about him.
Not only that, I think he was a very humble man. He did not like to have anything about him, and it was always about his team. He would talk about the office, and he would just always point back to the team and say, I have a great team. I have a great board of directors. And so he was very, very humble and very loyal to the company.
I'm sure this attention would embarrass him.
Extremely.
But again, very deserving of a truly great man and a great manager.
Okay, being even recognized and being in the same league as some of these people that I know, it's truly an honor and totally unexpected, and I have enjoyed everything I've done with the co-ops, and I just appreciate everything they've done for me. I wouldn't be here with all the people that I have served with, and they have meant the world to me and made my job quite easy. Bud Hippie is one that has been my mentor, and Chuck Miller and Kent Mulder. I could go on all day, but I won't. It's just been a privilege.
Well, first of all, I guess I'd like to thank the board for nominating me, and probably I should say something about my wife. I was fortunate she's still with me for 50-some years. It's been an interesting time. I spent 25 years on the board, and my biggest, I don't know, not just an accomplishment by myself, but was the wind farm. I live in the middle of a wind farm north of White Lake, and we sold investor shares for 7 years, and that was good for the people. I think there were 500 and some shares we sold to South Dakotans for 7 years. There was an agreement with Basin, and we called it Prairie Winds, and we were allowed to do that because Basin used their for-profit gasification plant tied to the wind farm. It was all quite positive. There wasn't anything negative about it like you sometimes read. I work with the Native Americans and all their spiritual findings, you know, their cairns, and that was quite interesting to have to move roads around here and there to avoid their archaeological sites. And I especially appreciated the board because we were all had kind of our own minds about things, so we had very good discussions when serious stuff came up, and that doesn't always happen.